Infidelity.
Hello friends, welcome to my little paradise, to Lyudmyla's world. Today we're going to talk about infidelity. It is a topic that we prefer not to talk about because it can hurt us or make us feel bad. And at the same time, it's a topic that most of us are concerned and interested in. What is infidelity really, or what does infidelity mean to you? And for this to happen, or what do you do or don't do to make it happen to us? We are used to interpreting infidelity as something dramatic that happens between two people who live together, and one of them leaves another and the other suffers. It depends on how I look at it. There are maybe a culprit and a sufferer, or perhaps there are two culprits or two sufferers, or perhaps no one is guilty. All depends on the different points of view. If we find ourselves in this situation, or if this happens to the people we care about, we usually see only what we want to see, the fruit of the tree when it is ripe and ready to fall. But we don't know, and we aren't interested in getting know how this fruit has grown and mature, or how this infidelity action was created. Everything has a process. We can't obtain a fruit before many things happen so that it grows. The same happens with infidelity. There are some actions performed or pending to be done behind it that have been created for a while. If you don't water a plant, you don't give it light and air, it will give you the small and dry fruit with a pale and sad color. And if you give it light, love, water and air, the fruit will come out rich with a lively and cheerful color. The same goes for relationships. If you delve a little beyond the costumes, rules and schemes, we will see that infidelity is the fruit of the deficit in a relationship, personal dissatisfaction, suffering, or the problems that accumulate. And on the other hand, there is also the complex of how to act after infidelity, when we prefer to ignore it so as not to hurt the other and thereby not destroy what we believe there is and perhaps really no longer was. Infidelity is the fruit of dissatisfaction, and dissatisfaction is the fruit of fear, insecurity and indecisions, which make your life go by without any personal sense, since there is no daring to face decide and result in situations that make you unhappy, and so you aren't happy, neither you nor the person who is with you nor anyone else or anyone around you. Infidelity is not anyone's fault. It is the responsibility of both the person who is unfaithful and the person who is the object of infidelity. Because once the act of infidelity is recognized, no one is obliged to remain with their partner. And here you both know that by not recognizing reality, you get involved in a life where you force yourself to lie to yourself and put a pause on your growth path due to lack of maturity and whims. You create delays in the path of growth and depth with yourself. You are creating infidelity while you aren't sincere with yourself and with your partner. Actually, we know, we feel, or intuit from the first moment that something no longer works as before. And for the fear of opening the door for reality to come to life, we prefer to get used to these small hidden changes which become bigger and bigger, and farther you're away from your partner, farther and farther, until one or the other commit the act of infidelity. And when we have reached this point and this happens, the solution is to talk to your partner, express what has happened and what you feel, with confidence and respect, trusting you, and then you will see the reality and the current situation to be able to make a decision that comes out of your heart and choose not lie to yourself, wasting your time. If you know that your relationship no longer works out for any reasons and you go on living with your partner, hiding reality, being together and each one making his life, with this you are creating depth with yourself, thus that you will have to pay with wasted time. And this happens because you don't accept reality, or because of caprice, fears, or lack of maturity or ego. It is like wise if you stay stuck in a relationship like this, you may be missing the opportunity to live a true love, a relationship that brings you joy and satisfaction. It's hard to accept the truth, but it's the only way to be happy. Aren't you happy if someone you trust cheats you, or you are the one who cheats? And if you opt for it, don't blame others for your misfortune. Remember that you are free to choose whom to love and how to lead your life. You have the steering wheel and power. Infidelity is not really being unfaithful to another, but it's being unfaithful to yourself, to your ideas and outlook on life. Think how many times you haven't been true to yourself. You haven't done what you wanted. You haven't felt what you wanted to feel. But what you force yourself to feel. You weren't open and didn't tell your partner what really happened to you or what you felt, lying to yourself. And if you aren't true to yourself, life will give you a partner that will reflect your infidelity. Infidelity technically means not fulfilling the agreement reached by two people. There are couples who intend to be faithful to each other. There is an agreement, a rule that they promise not to break. And if they live in harmony, paying attention to each other, explaining what happened to each other, it's fantastic. And there is no place or reason to break the agreement. But if the couple doesn't work out for not trusting each other, not explaining their desire or dissatisfaction they have, or for not having an open mind to understand each other, so what's up? You can live hiding reality, looking for something that makes you happy outside, and this will have its consequences that will influence the agreement you have with that person. Thus, infidelity, as we tend to understand, is not to fulfill the agreement that exists between two people. But isn't it a more serious infidelity not to open your heart to your partner? The inability to show what you feel, not explaining your desires, lying to yourself, hiding the problem, and pretending that you are happy. It's very dramatic to live with a person with whom you can't explain what you feel, what you want, what you lack. This becomes a vice that for years separates one from the other farther and farther. This is a very serious infidelity that over time creates a physical infidelity because you feel empty and left, dissatisfied, without light, as put in a prison by yourself or by your partner. Of course, if you find a person who has the ability to explain and understand what you feel and gives you everything you were missing in the old relationship, you will finally go with him because you received what the other person hasn't been able to give you, or on his maturity level, and for not being true to himself. If you want to have a healthy relationship, talk to your partner. Tell him everything you feel without reproach, without possessing him. Love him as he is without trying to change him. Be true to yourself, trust your intuition, and open your eyes to reality. We are living beings and we can feel and love. Time passes and everything is changing, and if you no longer feel what you felt before, or these feelings have hardened, you will not be able to hide this that is no longer exists, because it's no longer. Yes, you can try to hide what it is. You think it's hidden, but it's not. We have eyes and face where the truth is reflected. No matter how much we want to hide it. Life is running while you are on a break. Yes, life it goes on, but not you. While you are in the darkness for your prison. Why do you do it? Because of fear and of the action of being unfaithful to you and your partner, you aren't afraid. On the other hand, the other great drama of couples is not to get out of the routine, to live the life following the scheme and plan, repeating the same, always do the same for laziness to do something different. If there is no second that is repeated in life, how can we do everything in the same way? Speak without feeling, but with the phrases already made with your brain. Kissing and hugging like by obligation and not to be feeling at every moment. The physical connection between the couple is very important because it differentiates them from friends. Infidelity is a reality created by personal dissatisfaction. But if you don't explain to your partner what worries you, what you lack, or you don't know how to listen to your partner and you don't listen to him or hide that you suspect, all this will create infidelity. And sooner or later, it will come to reality. Feel and explain what you feel to your partner at all times. And don't lie to yourself. If there is infidelity and you want to cover it up, you are covering your life up. And the freedom to allow your body and soul to be happy. Love yourself now when you can, and not when you can no longer. So see you in my next reflection. Kiss.